Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing this Friday before Christmas? The last Friday before Christmas, everybody. I am correct, right? Yes. 6 more days until Christmas. So let me go ahead and just check some stuff here real quick. Um, well, that's kind of silly. Let me fix that. Um, and just make sure that it's over here on this side. Twitch can be vexing sometimes, where it doesn't really show that it's streaming, and so you have to close it down and then reopen it. And I like to have everything preset and checked and ready to check and not have to worry about it. And then I have to do stuff while I'm here. So this looks good. That looks good. Before I do anything, sharing and liking, I'm going to introduce my partner in crime, my partner in pandemonium, my Santa to my elf, or Mr. Claus to my Mrs. Claus, um, my he's my hot chocolate to my marshmallows. He is the one and the only Dadman Walking 55. Hello, Dadman Walking 55. How are you doing today?
Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
I am doing good. I am doing good.
By the way, it is
Did I say
Thursday.
Friday? It's
Yeah,
Thursday.
I was
So
trying
it's
to
just
say it in the background, but
no, you did.
yeah,
That's okay.
uh,
I've been thinking it's been Friday all day.
I wish it would be.
So,
Then it'd be started about 5 days off.
so anyway, so what day is Christmas on? It's on
Wednesday, I thought.
Wednesday. So this is the Thursday
No, no,
before
yeah,
Christmas. So
yeah, it's a
it's
Thursday.
it's a something before Christmas. I am just so messed up. I slept, so the day is supposed to have changed. Let me quickly go over and like myself because it's important to like yourself. Um,
Hmm.
and then we're going to share this into all those social media places that I do. Let me set this over here real quick to get it out of the way. And let's see. I am live. Klaus. Let me put the Twitch link over here. And I just hear typing away. Our fingers are fluttering as we
Yeah,
do this.
yes, exactly.
Mine's doing a lot of erasing because I am messing up my typing.
Oh, I know how that is. I know how that is.
So I have it
Yeah,
posted over here in the Twixverse.
yeah,
And now I'm going to go over to the Threadosphere
yeah.
and we're going to do that.
Well,
And
you're the yeah. I
then
can try to ad lib if you want me to.
nope, I'm sitting here doing it as we speak. And
Okay.
then we're in the Threadosphere. And then we're going to go to Discordiaville. Dis Discordvania. I haven't thought of a name for Discord yet. Um,
Yeah. I
the
just helped you bombard Twitter with this.
dis uh, so I'm going to
I
share this over on
I'll be I'll be curious how many people have actually seen this movie because
it's a
we've dedicated.
relatively new movie.
Hmm.
Um, it was only released in 2019. Um, I don't know. I learned from it from my oldest.
Mm, yeah,
So, yeah, let me go through the chat here real quick. Let me make sure I'm over here in StreamYards. Let's see, who do we have? We have Snorterpoopus Q Burr. Hello, humans and other critters, and hello to you, my fine bear today. I hope you are doing well. We have a dead man walking 55, some stranger that keeps coming to my chats. Oh my gosh.
that's what all the ladies
Uh,
especially tell me. So I'm like, yeah. But
And
hey,
Solar Purpose, how is every human doing tonight? I have, and we have Buddy Hepburn. Howdy, howdy. We have Stream Elements over on the Twitch side. And yes, it is Thursday. And the Fan Wiggles 2.0. I love the Wiggles. If you had
ooh,
kids, I mean, I know they're still around, but
wow,
I
hot potato.
Yep.
Oh, oh gosh.
So
Hello.
welcome. I don't know if I've ever seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the show.
I know I
Any
haven't seen that name. I would, you know me, I love the Wiggles. I would know that
Oh my
name.
gosh. We went
Welcome.
and actually saw them
No,
down
we
in
didn't. We
we
were
tried
about
to
to.
go see them down in,
Yes. Yeah.
um
Hollywood Studios.
one second.
Yeah.
You
We
just,
were.
talk a
Uh,
second.
yeah, we were going. It was a summer where Disney had all these kids groups featured for their Playhouse Disney uh, uh, part of their park, and they had different groups, and they had the Wiggles that were going to go there, and there was some family emergency or something that came up that weekend when they were going to be down there, and we couldn't get to see the Wiggles.
But we saw the
I think
Doodle Bob.
I think a hurricane too. Yes,
Yeah,
but we got the Doodle Bobs.
the
We're the
Doodle
Doodle
Bobs.
Bobs.
Yes, I love the Doodle
Yeah.
Bobs too. So anyway, welcome to the show. I'm glad to see you.
Oh,
I hope you enjoy this. We do other content that I do other content on my
mm,
channel, and Dadman has his own channel that he has. So I hope you check his channel out, Dadman. If you want to put that in the
okay, I'll do
chat,
that.
that would be wonderful. But thank you for being here. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not sure how long my throat, my chest, my nose, my face is going to last. So I'm going to get straight in to doing the show.
Can I say one last thing before you do that?
You can.
I wanted to say, of course, Miss is at 295 subscribers. We're trying to get her to 300. So anybody, make sure you are still subscribed. YouTube unsubscribes people. Please, if you like it or whatever, please consider a sub to the Missus so that she can move up in the great numbers. And we will also have other notifications how you can support the Missus in other ways. With that,
Yes.
I will be quiet. I've done your slight shameless promotion. Oh,
Okay.
your mom's here, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I've got a hello, Subi720. I hope you're doing well today. I am so glad you're here. So here we go. I'm going to first talk a little bit about what this movie is, and we'll talk about. Actually, we'll do this first. I'm sorry. Uh, I need to take Sudafed, but I don't because then I'll be really loopy.
Uh,
I
that
don't
make a
take medication, so
that'd make a great
yeah.
stream. Did you want
So
me to talk about this for you?
no, I can. I can.
Okay.
Okay. I guess you can. You can just read. You can do our. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Go ahead. Go do it. You've seen
All
it for
right.
11 other shows.
Yeah.
Have at it. Give my voice a rest.
And I've got my hot tea. My voice has actually come back much better. Unfortunately, the miss is getting a harder version of what I had. But hey, yes, we said that, like tonight's the concluding 12th movie. We started with Jingle All the Way, one of my favorite ritualistic Christmas movies to torture the family, the wife, and the kids to.
Uh
Jingle All the
huh.
Way. Nothing says Christmas like Arnold and Sinbad running after a present. And then, of course, Pappy Boyington, Robert Conrad himself in that movie. Mrs. gave you her 3. I liked it for 8. You know, hey, where you go. Gremlins was a movie I'd never seen before. Was really entertaining and a solid movie for me. 7 popcorn buckets out of 10. The Mrs. gave it 8 Christmas trees out of 10. Followed by another first time watch for me, the 1951 Alistair Sims A Christmas Carol, also known as Scrooge. Uh, and we both liked it. We both gave it 8 trees or popcorn buckets out of 10. The effects were good for the time, and they were. It was a really good movie, and it was a very good contrast to the George C. Scott version, which is the only one that I am familiar with. Now we go to the Santa Claus. It's pretty okay. Mrs. liked the Tim. Hold on, my stupid computer. Shut up. My virus skin is doing something. But Renegade Computers. Mrs. gave it 6. I'm right in the middle with Santa Claus at 5 out of 10. Uh, Tim Allen was funny, but not enough to save the movie for me. The Mrs. liked those scenes. Elf, we both kind of pooped on that one a little bit, but hey, not because of lack of Christmas spirit. We just feel like Will Ferrell was a little bit much in this
Mm-hmm.
movie. There were some very cringy scenes and stuff, but so if you like it, you like it. Hey, that's more power to you. Then we got Krampus, a new family favorite that I introduced Mrs. to last year. She fears horror movies and things like that. but it was a solid Christmas movie with a horror background. We both gave it 8 out of 10. Our special guest Atwood gave it 7 Krampus Mask out of 10. Um, Also, then last Saturday at noon, we talked about a series of animated shorter movies and specials that we watched. We ranked those from top to bottom, not necessarily good to bad. We just in the way we ordered them based on a preference. Miss, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say that I had, in my stream I had just did that I had alluded that I am gonna be I don't usually like comparing, uh, uh, shows, movies, or whatever. Um, I like to see if they can stand on their own merit, but I am. Uh, Klaus is an origin story. So I am going to make some comparisons between Klaus and um, Santa Claus is Coming to Town that we watched here. Um, and that's all I wanted to say.
Absolutely. Um, okay, Christmas Vacation. That's like I said, told the missus that movie actually grew on me over the years. I gave it 7 out of 10. I mean, the Great Uncle, the Aunt, and of course Fried Cat and the Crazy Neighbors. I mean, Cousin Eddie. A lot of great memories and fun and laughs out of that one. One that we both really also pooped the bed on with these guys. The Christmas Story was just not just again, you can go back and watch these for our full reviews. We just was like it was like a whole lot of meh, really nothing
Just
just
was not
jumped
our
out.
cup of tea. Was not our
Yeah,
cup of tea.
it just was. And of course, Home Alone 2, the perfect Christmas movie of all time. I got to sing the Cool Jerk. Thank you, Mrs. You made my life with let me sing that song.
You're welcome.
I'm going to have to do that again. I'm going to get the
Okay.
words out, sing the whole thing, and do it
Okay.
again.
Okay.
All right. But hey,
No,
by the way, Dave C is
hopefully when
here
I'm not here. Hello, Dave C.
and
Uh,
Fallout Dave are here.
and the Dave, Fallout Dave, and Dave C. Hello.
Dave and Dave. So, of course, Mrs. did not like I 4. I gave it a 9. But hey. So, and then of course, another new movie that I've seen for the first time was Scrooged. Very emotional, wonderful. Like we praised it last night. It was actually a movie that could actually be one that actually did it. Took an old classic, modernized it, and did it well. And it
Mhm.
was really, really great movie. So,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
oh,
And it
buddy,
aged well. And it aged well, I feel.
hey, no, that's the point of singing like he did. I was singing like Uncle Frank
Yeah.
in that thing. Is like badly. I got covered, but
Yes.
anyway. But yes, Scrooge was a wonderful movie and just amazing. I will say I was out of all the movies, that's the one that probably surprised me the most that I would like.
Very good. So tonight we are now going to talk about Klaus. Let me give a little bit of a background with this. This was a 2019 animated. I'm getting this from Wikipedia. I get my script. I get it online, and watching the show. The synopsis. I kind of get it on Wikipedia and kind of mush everything together. So uh, uh, attributions where attributions should be. Klaus is a 2019 animated Christmas adventure comedy film. It was co-written, co-produced, and directed by Sergio Pablos in his directorial debut. It was produced by his company, The Spa Studios, and distributed by Netflix. So you can watch this on Netflix, and it's on Netflix year round. It was co-written by Zach Lewis and Jim Mahoney, and co-directed by Carlos Martinez Lopez. It is a traditionally animated film, and it has the voices of Jason Schwartzman as Jesper, J.K. Simmons as Klaus, Rashi Rashida Jones as, Alva, and then the others, I'm just gonna name 'em. Will Sasso, let's see, uh, Netta Marguerite Laba, Sergio Pablos, the director, did some voices. Norm Macdonald, who played the ferryman, um, oh, I can't remember his name, Mogen, and this was his final film role released in his lifetime. And then we have Joan Cusack, which you will absolutely recognize the voice when you hear it. This movie excuse me, this movie serves as an alternate origin story of Santa Claus, independent from the historical St. Nicholas of Myra, and it's using a fictional 19th century setting. The plot revolves around a postman stationed in an island town to the far north who befriends a reclusive toy maker, Klaus. This movie, as I said, was released November 8th, 2019. It received critical acclaim for its animation, story, emotional depth, humor, narrative, and vocal performances. Yes, um, it won a Best Animated Film in the 73rd BAFTA Awards, British Academy Awards. Um, it was also nominated at the Academy Awards for Best Animated Feature, making it the first animated film from Netflix to be nominated for an Academy Award, as well as the first animated film released by a streaming service to be nominated. Um, so that pretty much gives the what this movie is. So here we go. Let me go ahead and close that so I don't accidentally open something I shouldn't. So, oops, I accidentally moved forward here. Klaus, and we shall begin. I am going to take a drink, and then, Dadman, you can pretty much be Jesper on the first, and I'll be everyone else on the first um, page until us and turn the page and and then we'll change stuff then. So go right ahead, Jesper. Dadman, if you're reading,
Sorry, I muted because
uh,
I was fumbling with a spoon. But you
okay.
now have 296. Thank you for the new subscriber, whoever you
Thank
are.
you.
We appreciate that. Four more to 300. All
Okay.
right, here we go. Klaus. It starts with Jesper and a narrative. Letters. You don't really write many these days, do you? But I bet there's one you never forget. Send it off to a certain plump guy in a red suit, and provided you've kept your act together more or less, he'll drop off a toy or two. And yet, no one seems to wonder how the whole thing got started in the first place. This is a story about letters, and it began with this one. In 19th century Norway, the Royal Postmaster General has enrolled Jesper Johansen, his
Dadman,
son.
Dadman, Dadman, Dadman.
Oh,
I'll read the narration
okay,
so that
sorry.
people will know when it's the voice.
Oh,
You
okay,
got
sorry.
excited there. You got
Yeah,
excited there.
I don't know. Look at store
And
poop in
I
this
was
comment.
Dadman was spooning. Does Mrs. know about this? We'll have to talk to him about that. So in 19, mine was muted while I was reading it anyway.
Uh,
So here we go.
that's
In,
why I
ni-
started. Go ahead.
in 19th century Norway, the Royal Postmaster General has enrolled Jesper Johansen, his son, into a postman training academy. 9 months. It's
Oh,
been 9 months since I used every ounce of my influence to get you in the Royal Postal Academy.
actually, 9 months and 6 days. But who's counting? What? No croutons? Oh man, come on.
Jesper, with the intent to return to his privileged lifestyle, deliberately underperforms. Shall we take account of your progress then?
Mm-hmm. 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 No, definitely.
Sergeant? Yes, sir. Sorting and filing, total failure. Carrier pigeon care and handling, abysmal performance. Transport of fragile merchandise, worst on record.
Well, there you have it. But hey, we gave it the old college try, didn't we? Guess I'll just go pack up and head home then. Too bad. Darn. Oh, darn.
Stay right there.
No, Dad, you're right. When will I grow up? When will I stop squandering all these opportunities which you so kindly forced me into and become my own man? I guess I must really hanker down and rethink my priorities. All wrapped up in my silk sheets with some caviar and a sherry. You still buy the same brand, right?
You think I'm going to watch you purposely fail and then let you waltz right back to a privileged life void of any purpose or meaning?
Well, well, yeah. Where else would I?
So his father assigns him as the postman of a distant Northern Ireland town of Smearenburg, with the task of establishing a post office there and posting 6,000 letters within the year. Congratulations! You're now a postman.
Come again?
You are to establish a working post office in Smearingsburg. You've got 1 year.
What? A year? Where? Smearensburg. What is. Hey, what's happening right now? Dad?
6,000 letters will suffice, stamped by your own hand. And listen carefully, Jesper. If you fail to get those letters, you're cut off. No more fancy apartments, stagecoach clothes, galas, all gone. You can look forward to a cozy spot in the gutter.
But
6,000 letters, 1 year. You can't cheat, bribe, or squirm your way out of this one. Sergeant, sir, I'm all for discipline, but Smaringsburg? Isn't that a bit excessive? That boy needs a wake up call, Sergeant, and who knows, someday he might even thank me for it. On his way to Smaringsburg. And this is Jesper.
thank you, Dad. This is really wonderful, Father. Thank you so much. This is great, Dad. Really, really great. Thanks, Dad. Thank you. I love this terrible coach ride. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank.
You got to go back to the intersection. You make a left at the dead tree. You're welcome.
What? No, I'm not lost.
Trust me, you are.
Funny. Say, nice boat. Any chance you might actually get on it today?
What was that?
New Postman, Spearensburg, which is on an island, which is surrounded by water, which I need a boat to get to, which you have. Are we starting to connect the dots? Is the weather always like this?
We're having a bit of a heat wave. Oh, colorful traditions, quirky folklore, that kind of thing, all part of this quaint town's vibrant culture. No, no, why you, oh, you rotten vermin! Woman carrying a rug that looks like a body is wrapped in it, and children playing with a snowman quite oddly.
Where is everyone?
Everyone?
I thought there would be some sort of reception.
Oh, right, right. The reception. Of course, the reception. It's good you reminded me. You just ring that bell over there and then the reception will start.
The bell.
Yep, give it a go and they'll come out. Why? They'll have a band, hors d'oeuvres and the key to the city. All that reception stuff.
Really? Out here?
Why, of course. Well, it's not every day they get a brand new postman from the big city. Jesper rings the bell, and the townspeople barge of their homes fighting.
Huh?
Jesper finds Smearingsburg comprised almost entirely by two familial clans, the Ellingbows and the Crumbs. Jesper rings the bell again, and all the fighting stops. You be Ellingbow, I'll be Crumb.
What's going on out here? Why is everybody just standing around?
Well, look who's finally throwing in the towel.
Throwing in the. Us? Ha! That's rich.
Admit it. You weaseled out and rang the bell.
An Ellingbow? Never. It was one of you critters.
Don't you dare raise your voice at me.
Oh, there you go.
You rang that bell. You know you rang. Oh,
You chicken out, and now you want to pin it on us?
unbelievable.
Oh, whoa, hey.
Huh? What have you got there, children?
Pumpkin. Sh- Show Daddy what you found.
You you can be
This,
Jesper.
this is no way to treat a person. Certainly not this person. Just 1 second. Let me just. A postman. Give me a break.
When will they learn?
Hey, they've sent us another postman.
The fighting starts again. Whoops, I'm sorry. The fighting starts again, and Jesper runs into a building marked school, only to find a fishmonger. I'll be Alva, you be Jesper.
Okay.
Oh, a uniform, cold sweat, scared stiff, shaking in your boots. All right. I'm going to just take a wild guess here. Um, you're the latest mailman, and the ferryman tricked you into ringing the battle bell.
The battle bell? What kind of town has a battle bell? Can we open a window in here or something? I can't pretend any.
Welcome to Smearensburg, home of the world's finest feuds.
Wait, isn't this a school? Shouldn't there be children and a teacher?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting something. Children, thank you.
You're the teacher?
Oh, okay. Here's how it works. I sell fish, and then the person on the other side of the counter, that would be you. You buy.
Holy moly, that's you? What happened?
What happened was
That came out wrong.
I took a teaching job at a place where people don't send their kids to school. Mingling with their sworn enemies, a spawn is I'm sorry, let me do that again. I took a teaching job at a place where people don't send their kids to school. Mingling with their sworn enemies spawn? Oh, no, we can't have that. So now I'm reduced to doing this so I can get some money and start fresh somewhere far away from here. Are you going to buy something? Herrings on sale.
By the way, hello, Wes Cagle.
Hello, Wes Cagle.
He's never seen
Let's
this
take a
one.
break. Let me blow my nose real quick, and then we will do the next part. I'll be Mogans, you be Jesper.
Okay, yes, this is 2019. It's a Netflix. Originally was released on Netflix. You might be able to find it in other places by now. I'm not sure, but it Miss talked about how it won some awards, and it's a fine animated movie that
Yes.
it's really, if
Yep.
you love Christmas movies, you should watch it.
I
So,
think so. Okay, you ready?
yep. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm
You're
okay.
Jesper.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Mogans. Home sweet home.
Ow! What the?
Mail that postman.
No, wait a minute. That's completely.
Go home, you loser.
Oh yeah. Well, if I'm a loser, then you're too far. You're gone.
Well, lots of nice natural light, rustic touches, central air, and panoramic views. Perfect for animal lovers. Enjoy.
Wait. This can't be right. I get it. Did my father put you up to this? Good one. Ha ha ha. You got me. Okay, well, enough of that. Show me where I'm really staying. I'd like a hot bath and a look at the dinner menu.
Here, let me help you out. You're a postman in Smearingsburg, which is on an island cut off from the world, frigid cold, angry violent neighbors, and this is home now. Are we starting to connect the dots?
Ugh.
Jesper desperately requests letters from the townsfolk, but to no avail.
Fine. Go to the source, I guess. Good morning, madame. I'm the postman. Obviously, if you have letters you'd like me to send, you could go scurry ahead and get them in.
She throws muck on the neighbor's sheets.
Hello, hi. If you have your letters on you, I'd be glad to take them off your
Keeping score of how many pots dropped on heads.
birthday cards, distant cousin, deceased notice.
The room falls down.
Any letters or packages? Any packages? Come on, people. Letters. I don't have all day. Okay, keep low. Don't panic. Don't panic.
Oh, I guess that's why they call this snail mail.
All right, what's going on here? Where are all the letters?
Oh, folks around here only have one thing to say to one another, and they're getting their point across pretty well without mail. Wouldn't you say?
Wait. No letters? But how am I supposed to get out of what the hello?
Sir, can I get my drawing back? The wind blew it away, please.
Not now, kid. Can't you see I'm busy trying to figure out how to get your. Oh. Well, here's a thought. I'm a postman, see? So I can't give it to you, but I can mail it to you.
How?
Couldn't be simpler.
Oops.
I just fold your pretty drawing very beautifully, by the way, put it in an envelope like this, and then that's all that's left is postage, so I can put it in the mailbox for you.
Postage?
Yep. You just toss a penny over to me so I can stamp it, and we're all ready to go.
Couldn't you just put it in?
Oh, I really would, but I can't. It's not a letter if it doesn't have postage. See how it works? So what do you say? I get my letter and you get your drawing. Win-win. You want your drawing, don't you? If you don't, I'm going to keep it. I love it. I would keep it if I was you. So I would send this letter back to myself if I was you.
Oh, hi, Papa. This nice man says he can mail my drawing back to me.
He's lying. Children are liars.
Can you give him a penny?
Oh, look at that. Wrong address. Silly me. Those aren't. You're not the Spindlebergs. I'll see you later.
Searching far outside of town.
What's that?
Oh, what? Oh, that's Woodsman's cabin.
Yeah, does someone live there?
Well, sure. Yeah, you should definitely drop by. Nice fella. Loves visitors. He finds an isolated house filled with handmade toys and inhabited by an elderly, reclusive woodsman named Klaus. Terrified by Klaus's imposing appearance, Jesper flees, leaving behind a drawing from one of Smearingberg's crumb children. I'll be Klaus and you be Jesper. What's this?
What? I don't know. How would I? Wait, I do know. Keep
Oh,
going down this road and you'll get there. You can't miss it. Or I can show you. Sure, yeah, just let me show you. Here we are. What's your step getting out of the what's this?
you're a postman, right, aren't you?
Oh, you want me to? No, but I sure thing. My pleasure. Nothing I love to do more than deliver what I'm fairly certain can only be a severed head of some kind. What? In there? You must be kidding. No way. Absolutely not. I mean, first of all, I'd love to, of course, but look, too bad about the fence. Rats. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Are you. What's happening right now?
The dogs are growling.
Hey, listen, please. Open this. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, no. Okay, you win. What do you want? Money? My dad's got plenty of it. You can write him a ransom note. You can write, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll write it for you. He'll never know it's me. I'll make it sound like it's from you. I'll use monosyllabic words, man. Please. Just let me out of here. I'm going to get.
Klaus steps on a board and launches Jesper to the chimney.
Ow.
The father who lives at the house. Who's there? Klaus breaks the wall and pulls out Jesper.
I've done all you've asked. Can I please?
There's a toy frog. Klaus is at the window. The boy looks back and the window is empty, and he finds the drawing at his feet. Word spread to other children, and they go to Jesper the next day. Mr. Postman, are you in there?
Go away. Go. Leave. He'll hear you.
Oh, we'd like to send these letters.
What? What did you just say?
Our cousin told us if we write a letter to Mr. Klaus, he'll make us a toy. He also said to bring you a penny each It's not a letter if it doesn't have postage, right? So Jasper capitalizes on the idea to make progress on his goal.
Psst. Hey, you want a toy? Hey, would you like a brand new toy? Just write a letter to Mr. Klaus and you put it in the envelope, write your name on it, and bring a penny. Can't forget the penny.
Jesper asked Klaus if he could donate his toys. Go away.
Mr. Klaus, sir, those little children, if you donate your old toys to them, well, I'll gladly deliver them for free. Mr. Klaus, wait, please. Think of all the joy that you'll bring the miserable little lives. Look here, poor little hair leaf. He has only sticks and stones to play with. So sad. And this one, little Penny, Patty, her doll was so old it crumbled in her arms when she came to see me. And then Christoph, little, ugly Christoph, this little,
Tonight, same time.
great. What? Same time? You mean dead of night? I can just take the toys now.
No, I'll go with you.
There's no need for you to come with me. Really, it might be against the law for a non certified postman to ride with me. I have to check the rule book. Great. Tonight, then. I'll see you then. Good luck. Good talk.
Okay, give me 1 second to blow my nose and then we will continue.
All right. And check out Mrs. Buy Her a Cup of Coffee on coffee.com. And I've also put the throne link where you can help buy things, crowdfund things. We've even gotten peeing bear Lego builds or building block bears out of the Ko-Fi thanks to great people.
Okay, I am back. The Crumb Boy's toy leads him to play with an Ellingbow girl, much to their clan's outrage. Um, you'll be Ellingbow, I'll be Crumb. You'll be the father. You'll be the boy, and I'll be the father.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Crumbs and Ellingbows don't mix.
But why?
Why, he asks. See what I mean? Why? I don't know what to do. Please help us, miss. I beg you. Do you know what this is, little boy? This is tradition.
Centuries of glorious hatred passed down through generations,
There was the 100-day brawl of 45,
which we totally won.
the maritime game of chicken.
The great mooning of 86,
So there's something we know.
going back as far as we can remember.
It's not that a crumb despises an Ellingbow.
And an Ellingbow can't stand a crumb.
That is why now I just know you don't mean to disrespect all of that heritage, right? Well, the next day, more children write letters to Klaus. Here, me.
Good. The rest, you know the deal. No letter, no toy.
But we don't know how to write.
Tough luck, kid. Wait, you know what you could do?
And here comes Alva. What are you doing telling children to go to school to learn to write? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, yes. What I meant to do.
Listen to me, postman. Whatever you're doing, leave me out of it. I have been rotting away here for 5 years, and I am so close to getting out. I am not about to let you mess it up. You got it?
These children were wasting away without proper education. I mean, forgive me, I'm kind of a dreamer, but isn't that why we do it? Why you became a teacher? So you can make a difference?
And rumors about Klaus circulate. So you go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, the presence is right there by the fireplace. Yeah, Mr. Klaus is amazing. He's huge, but he can squeeze down a chimney. Really? How? I don't know. Magic, I guess. If you leave your socks hanging in the mantel, Mr. Klaus will fill them with toys. He only comes when you're sleeping. No one has ever seen him. It's like he's invisible or something. Oh, and he likes cookies. Don't forget to leave out some cookies. Once Jasper made it to the house, he recognized the selfish boy that insulted him. Wanting to pay him back, he puts coal in his stocking.
Who's the loser now, you little brat?
His name is Klaus, and he makes the best toys.
What happened? Not a word.
Oh, I was supposed to say what happened. I did that one wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's Klaus.
yeah.
Saying
Not a word. You just sit there. Be all magical and awesome.
what? The children asked the bitter teacher turned fishmonger, Alva, to teach them to read and write so that they can send letters. Are we going to learn our letters? Are we going to learn something today? Oh, wait, let's see. You be out. You wait. I'm sorry. You be Annalise and the boy, and I'll be Alva
Okay.
and everyone else. Okay.
Okay. Are we going to learn something today?
Look, if you have to be here, at least be quiet. Why don't you go ahead and just, I don't know, write vowels or something?
We don't have notebooks or pens.
All right. Okay. Let's make a deal. If I teach you something, will you get out of here? Please. There
Um,
you go.
really? That's my name.
Yes. Yay! It's your name.
Wow. Can you teach me more, please? Me
Me
next.
next. Oh, yeah, we all can do it at the same time.
I want to write my name too. Me too.
And etc. etc. Pick me, pick me.
I want to write my
Um,
name. Me too. Me too.
so
Teach me. Me next.
me. The horse cannot pull the wagon that Klaus and Jesper are trying to pull. So they catch some reindeer to do the job.
Okay. Post office is now officially open. You have your letters. Step right in. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, loser, what gives? I sent my letter and all I got was a lousy clump of coal.
Well, it serves you right. Devilish little tadpoles like yourself don't get toys from Klaus. Oh, yeah? And how would
Okay,
you?
wait.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
oh yeah, I've messed up on some screen. Oh yeah, and how would he know what I'm up to unless you ratted on me?
Oh, I didn't have to. He knows.
What do you mean?
He sees everything, every mischief, prank, and dirty deed. He keeps a list. The naughty list, he calls it.
You lie.
Trust me, you don't want to be on the naughty list. So you still want to throw that snowball? I didn't
This
think so.
this prompts the children to perform acts of kindness. Um, you want to read every other one of these?
Yeah,
Actually, just read them. My throat's getting sore.
okay. Dear Mr. Claus, I shoveled all the yards on my street today. That's good, right? Dear Mr. Claus, today me and my brothers help Mom with the chores. We'll do this every day if you bring us some toys. Honest. Dear Mr. Claus, our neighbor was fixing up the hole in the fence today, and then he fell and he hurt his leg. It must have really hurt. Let go of me, because he would not stop screaming. I'm being attacked by Ellingbows. Help. So we helped him, and he said he didn't like it, but deep down, I think he did. That's what I did today and yesterday. Instead of stealing Mrs. Runa's berries, we picked them all up for her. She came to our house later and she brought Mom lots of berry jam. And then Mom brought her a berry pie. Dear Mr. Claus, I've been going to class every day and I always do my homework. Also, I cleaned my dad's old clarinet. I hope I did a good job. He seemed happy. Could I get a toy, please?
The Crumb and Ellingbow family elders are upset about the changes and plan to ambush Jesper and Klaus. You be Jesper, I'll be Klaus,
Okay.
and the other characters. No,
Okay. You ready?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and the baker now has a sale on cakes for Ellingbows without razor blades in the dough or anything. Oh, and did you know that arson is down 70%? It's true. When's the last time you saw a house burn down? Precisely. And cookouts, swap meets, and yeah, I don't know. It's like everyone's gone mad or something.
A true selfless act. always sparks another.
Well, look who's suddenly a chatterbox. Tell me, what made you squander all those words into that nugget of wisdom?
Oh, just something someone used to say.
Well, let me tell you something. I've been around long enough to know that everyone is out to get something. Those kids, those kids are in it for the toys. And the grown-ups, well, I don't know what they're after, but it sure is not goodwill and peace on earth.
What about you? What's in it for you?
Me? Well, it's different. I don't look out.
Wait, oh wait. Mine. You can be I'll be Crummy, you be
Uh,
Ellingbo.
uh,
What? I can't believe this. What are you doing in our ambush?
your ambush. This is our ambush. Stop,
Uh,
stop, stop.
I'm trying. Reindeer are flying in the sky. The next day. You guys are not going to believe what I saw last night.
Uh,
Wait. No, wait. You're not okay. Let me start. Your guys are not going to believe what I saw last night. A flying sleigh pulled by magical reindeer.
I'm sorry. That's right. It's yours.
That's okay. You be Ellingbo and I'll be Crumb.
Okay.
The family elders, Askell Ellingbo and Tammy Crumb, form a temporary truce so as to stop Jesper and Klaus so the families can resume their feud. You see, the postman and that old toy maker are brainwashing everyone.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it's time to join forces against a common enemy. I'm saying we need a truce.
A truce? Have you gone mad?
Either we band together to take care of this, or it's going to be all book clubs and cookouts from here on. And brunches. Don't forget about the brunches. Yes, that. That too.
So, we must join together in peace to help stop this peace?
Our ancestors demanded.
For the Ellingboat bloodline!
For the crumbs honor. Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And folks,
What happened? I went
what?
somewhere crazy.
No, I don't know. But yeah, it's a fairly
Okay.
short movie, folks. So, okay, go ahead
Okay. Here we're
when you're
back.
ready.
I kept going forward.
Ah,
Sorry. Let me blow my nose one more time.
no problem. Hey, yeah. It's really, folks, if you love animation, it's really a good style of animation. I know we'll probably be talking about that a little bit. But hey, thank y'all for being here. Make sure you follow and subscribe to the missus and, watch all of her content. So, are you back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Noticing that the Klaus's toy supply has almost run out, Jasper tries persuading Klaus to make more toys in time for Christmas. But upon happening upon the latter's keepsake, Klaus refuses and forces him away. He is motivated. He is motivated by Margot, a Sami girl who can't speak or write in Norwegian. Jasper works with Alva to help Margot write a letter, then attempts to build her a sleigh all alone. Seeing Jesper's effort, Klaus reconciles with him and the two finish the sled. Upon delivering the sled and seeing Margot's joy, Jesper is genuinely moved.
Yeah, then, well, when she got on the sled, I thought, oh no, we made it too small. But no, it was just right for her size. And she loved it, right? I think she did. Do you think she loved it?
I do. I do. I do. I really, really do.
Hmm.
Turn the page over.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I was looking at the last page. No wonder I
I
was
do.
confused.
I really, really,
Sorry.
really do think
Uh,
she loved it.
yeah, yeah, me too, me too, me too, me too. Yeah, she loved it.
I remember the day I first had that very same smile on my face.
What? What smile? I wasn't smiling. I was squinting from the sun.
Right, I didn't want to admit it at first either. She used to tease me about it.
She?
My Lydia. I remember when I found this spot in the woods that she loved, and I built it as a house right here, away from it all. But it wasn't going to be the two of us for long. We wanted children, lots of them, running around, laughing, getting in trouble. While we waited, I started making toys for them. And we waited, and I kept making toys and more toys. And we kept waiting, but they never came. And then she got sick. Even now, sometimes, it almost feels like she's still after after she was gone. I guess I got lost. She loved birds, so I just kept making birdhouses. But then you showed up, delivering these toys, seeing the joy they bring to children. I thought I'd never feel this again. And I have you to thank for it, my friend. So, thank you.
Of course.
Hey, you know what? We're doing it.
What? Doing what?
The Christmas thing. We're making all those toys. That's what she would have wanted. Together, the Clumes and Ellingbows discover Jasper's initial motive and forge enough letters to meet well over his target. Remember, put the letters in the envelope and pass it down the line.
Come on, it doesn't have to rhyme. That's right. Keep at it. Keep it short and sweet. No extra points for good spelling. Oh, you're doing so great, Pumpkin. Let's go. One letter. Come on, it doesn't have to be Shakespeare, people.
Klaus agrees to the Christmas plan, and Margot arrives with the rest of her people to help. Um, they insisted, and I didn't want to be rude. I don't know. What do you, it's a lot of red. What is it too much?
No, we'll just blindfold the reindeer so they don't get dizzy. That's all. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It looks great. It looks good. It's nice. It's.
Jesper's father arrives on Christmas Eve to congratulate his son, inadvertently revealing Jesper's scheme to his friends.
Dad, you can't just show up and. Wait, what? 14,000? That's not right. It.
Oh, but it is.
Don't be so modest. What are they doing here?
They were the ones who started me, who alerted me to what you accomplished here. We couldn't let such a feat go unrewarded.
Listen, listen, whatever they told you.
Well, then, ready to go?
Go where?
Home, of course. A deal is a deal. The ordeal is over.
Home? With the personal butler and the breakfast in bed and my silk sheets?
No one deserves it more.
Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Klaus?
Oh, he was unbelievable, encouraging children to write letters and go to school.
Convincing the locals to donate their label to such a worthy cause.
Indeed. Well, shall we then? Perhaps a minute to say goodbye, of course.
Please, I can explain. I was.
Alva. Oh, it was very clear. You just duped everyone so you could get back to your puffed up life back in the big town. Something like that?
No, no. Well, at first maybe, but yes. But Alva, please come. Alva, please come back. If I didn't get the letters, I'd be cut off. But things changed.
Jasper, Jasper, said little Margot.
Margot, Klaus, just listen.
Everybody's out to get something, right? Just before they leave town, Jasper's father notices his son's remorse. Anchor away, Captain. We're sailing off at once. You can be Mogan.
Well, that's a first.
I beg your pardon?
I never saw a postman looking more miserable leaving than on the day they came in. Oh well, best leave it alone, I say. I'm sure it's nothing that could fester and eventually become a source of resentment and regret.
Well, after a private talk, he allows Jesper to stay.
Anyways, anybody can get off a boat. The real trick is going to be convincing Klaus and Alva to take me back. And what? What's that? It's a clans. Klaus!
Jesper tries to stop the elders and their angry mob from destroying the Christmas toys. During the resulting chase, Askel's daughter Magdalene and Tommy's son Olaf fall in love. Tammy Crumb seemingly destroys all of the Christmas toys. However, Alva and Klaus had already replaced the toys with decoys after the town's children warned them of the mob's ambush. Still, Jesper's actions have redeemed him to Klaus and Anna. Smearingburg becomes a happy town as the family elders reluctantly end their feud due to the marriage of their children. Jesper marries Alva and they raise two children. He and Klaus continue to deliver presents in Smearingsburg and beyond for 11 years. On the 12th year, Klaus mysteriously disappears. Every subsequent Christmas Eve, Jesper waits for Klaus, who returns every year to deliver toys across the world.
And what happened to him after that? How? Why? I can't even begin to comprehend. I stopped trying to make sense of it a long time ago. What I do know is that once a year I get to see my friend.
The end. Okay, well,
You did
me,
good. You
me
made it through it.
crying, me crying did. I'll blame the congestion, but me crying has not helped my congestion at all.
No. Well, you held it together really well.
Thank you, thank you. So, Klaus, um, I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this movie. I'm going to blow my nose real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Um, I'll be right back. You can talk. Anybody, if you've seen it,
Hmm.
or even from this review, what do
Yeah.
you think that you would like about it? Is there
But
stuff that you didn't like that we reviewed?
take a look at the and the animation. The animation was one of the first things that jumped out at me the first time we watched it. It was just really such a good artistic style, nice detail. It wasn't clunky. It wasn't dirty. It just was good animation. I thought, um, and beyond just the quality of the animation, it had a good script. Actually, it had a great. Oh, and Snorter Poopus is clapping for you, Mrs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, I think for both of us.
yeah.
And scene, yes. I I agree. The animation, it was a traditional um, animation. So I am assuming it was hand drawn. Because to me, when I hear traditional, that's what I think of. I do not think of computer animation. Um, so,
What amazed
uh,
me was the plot too. So
oh,
many times it wasn't hokey. It was. I mean, it had something for everyone. If you like the reminiscent, the sentimental tearjerker, you got that. It had a little comedy in there. I mean, the whole thing between the families was a running joke, and then all of a sudden, when they were trying to chase the two that felt love, they couldn't stop anything because those were the two large kids, and what they wanted, they got. Nobody could
yes,
stop them. And
yes,
I love what the girl said, "Mine," about the guy,
mine,
mine. And if you notice
mine.
in the picture, she's carrying him everywhere.
Hmm.
Not a bad deal for the guy, I'd say.
I love the animation. I loved the story. I loved this origin story. They everything was I guess you could say could really happen in a sense, you know, the climbing down the chimney, the everything. The reindeer flying was that what happened is while they were running away from the ambush, their tires got knocked off, so it became like a sleigh. They went off of the edge of the mountain that which went up, and they kind of were flying in the air as they before they landed. So they weren't really flying, but when you're a kid looking out the window and you see this sleigh and reindeer up in the air, it looked like they were flying. And
and
especially when you already thought that Klaus was magical anyway.
and the way they shot it, it looked like a flying. It truly looked like a
Yes,
flying sleigh pulled by reindeer. It was great animation, and it was all they did. They did tricks with the scenery. You know, everything was shattered or covered, fell behind a cliff. It was really cool the way they did because it looked like a real flying reindeer situation,
right, right. And
even though they were on the ground at points.
right, exactly. The directing, the directing of this, the scenes, the way they cut the scenes, um, the when you first met Klaus, it was kind of dark and very foreboding, and that was kind of how his spirit was at that time. He had never gotten over the death of his wife, and he was mourning her up to that time. And so it was kind of at the darkness of it. And to me, Jesper, who really was a real asswipe at the beginning of the movie, he was a real dick. Hey, Wes Cagle. I don't know if he just popped in or not, or if it was earlier. If not, I forgot. So hello. But you really, really should have hated Jesper. He was just you know, like in my Korean dramas, he was the, third generation Chernobyl. He was that heir that would never have any responsibility kind of thing. Just a total um dick. And he was just irresponsible from the very beginning. He was not respectful of, um, you know, the training he was getting. He just was a dork. And I wonder up to that point, how many times did his dad give in to him for him to become that way? Because, um, it takes more than one person to be to become that way, to become entitled. He truly was very entitled. And the fact that his dad stood up to him and sent him to the worst place ever, um,
Yeah, it's like getting the
was very
Alaska duty.
interesting.
It's like getting the Alaska duty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Antarctica duty.
yeah.
Um,
That actually happened to an admiral in World War II. He kind of glitched something at Midway, and they sent him to Alaska for a while. He got a second chance, but yeah.
right. But so um, I loved all the characters. When Alva, the fishmonger, it all was also dark. It was also dark at the beginning, because
Hmm.
it just was a miserable little town. And as they started changing, it got brighter.
I didn't
Um,
notice that, but that's an interesting contrast.
and you could see more. And I just thought that that was very neat to do. And when they explained the birdhouses, I kinda lost it a little bit. He built the bird I think we said it in the script. He built the birdhouses. There were thousands of birdhouses. That's all he built since his wife died because his wife loved birds.
Hmm.
So he kinda lost it, and then that's all he built. And they were hanging in all the trees, and it was, kinda eerie looking. But like he admits, he got lost. And he was just traveling in a very, very dark place for a long time. And Jesper, even though his motives to begin with were wrong, it did pull him out of that darkness. And I think Klaus also, um, pulled Jesper out of his um, entitledness,
Hmm.
you know, because Klaus was a huge man, and he said, "No, you're going in." Jesper really, I mean, he was never mean. Klaus was never mean. He's just like, "You're a postman, deliver it," kind of thing. And he's like, "Oh no, yeah, no, no." He's like in the house, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, no, no." He just was, but he was never mean. And I loved how they did the whole chimney um, myth, where basically it was okay. There's dogs, there's traps, bear traps all in the yard. Bing! We're just gonna bing you over into the roof, and you're gonna go down the chimney. I loved how they got that myth um, do, done, and the flying reindeer one I loved. But I just think the story, and obviously we could not do it justice. If you do have a chance somewhere to see it, I would. I am actually going to see if I could buy it because I will pay for this
We
movie
don't have it
to have
yet.
it. No.
Wow. It's only
Um,
a 96-minute movie. Also, it's not overly long, but I tell you, it was very effective. They used their time in the movie right because a
yeah.
lot happens. A lot of time, a lot of movies have such bad pacing and things like that that it. But this one moved very quickly. Uh,
And the voice
but at a good,
casting was
but at
impeccable.
a good, at a great pace though.
Mhm.
And unlike some of the other movies where it's just kind of like I say with a Christmas Story. But this one is kind of like telling Santa Claus again, but it was different, and it really got you into the emotion of it, and
Mhm.
that's the biggest thing. They the two warring families came together in the end, and the spoiled kid learned a lesson himself.
And he
But
was happy up there. And there was a scene
mhm,
of him with he had 2 kids. Um, Him and Alva got married and had 2 kids, and it was just a precious scene with them.
yeah,
Um, and, they didn't there was nothing mystical
no,
until the very end, and I think they
no,
kind of alluded to it, that windstorm, that little snow
yes,
windstorm thing that
when
they
he
showed
left,
when Klaus disappeared. Um
hmm
They showed it at different times in the movie. It happened, and, he says something like, I'm coming home," to his wife, and then the
yeah.
mist happened, and I think that that was her with him all the time, you know, and she kinda revealed herself, and I don't know if he kinda knew it was or what, but it's like she was always there, and then when Jesper was there, it's like she knew that she could be Klaus's redemption.
But then when the final windstorm happened, he said, "I'm coming."
Yeah, and he went home, and it was to me, it was beautiful, and I'm sorry, I'm sick, and I'm emotional, and I'm very
But
congested.
that's the beauty of this movie. A lot of people do like those true, genuine,
And
emotion-driven
it
movies, and it
wasn't
really is.
sappy. It
It wasn't
wasn't
sappy. It
sappy.
wasn't forced.
No,
It
he
just
just put
hit
his
you.
axe down
Yeah.
and said, when they said, and we never found him. I mean,
Yep.
he truly disappeared. So,
Yeah, absolutely. That's what makes it so. That's what makes it so powerful that it didn't hit you over the head. It just kind of happened. Either it wasn't long drawn out.
yeah.
Just happened, and it was done. And then you got to see the future. It didn't end there. There's a future, even brighter going forward.
Right.
You know,
Exactly. It just was and well, some people say, well, if you know the original Santa Claus origin story, you might not like this one. Well, I tell you, I loved it. And compared to I understand they're different times when they were made, and I'm not talking about the animation. I'm just talking about the story. But comparing this story, origin story, to the Santa Claus is coming to town origin story, which is kind of a lot of the traditional um, story of how
Mm-hmm.
Santa Claus came to be. Um, I thought this one, I like this origin story so much better um, because it was just beautiful. The other one, it just kind of, I don't know that I've never really liked that origin story. I thought it was very clunky, and I'm like, This doesn't make sense um, to me, Uh, like this one, everything happened the same, and they had all these things, and he became a legend um, because of kids, you know,
Mm-hmm.
making him into this huge, he comes into our house at night. He's invisible, you know, and he does, and his reindeer fly. I saw it. They fly. He goes down the chimney, and all those, kids when they share those stories and they grow and then they become real. Um, and he became a legend in that. And I loved it. I loved how they um, did the whole thing, and I love how Jesper was a little ticked off about it. I am
Mm-hmm.
friggin' doing everything, and you're getting all the credit. Is that what I say during Christmas when you wanted to put presents under the tree that were labeled what from Santa? What did I say? I don't want him getting credit. I did all the work. And I think that I
That,
understood how Jesper
that's like
felt.
like you with our kids. When our kids, you were like, I want a damn credit for these gifts.
I want credit for the bike. Have Santa give him a candy bar or something.
Mm, that's too
Yeah,
funny.
so anyway, but I thought this was a lovely movie. Um, I would
Buddy,
recommend it.
Buddy says that Klaus hasn't been officially released on physical media. Netflix probably controls it. Listings he sees for it are for private sellers that look to be selling a burner copy.
Probably.
As Santa Megatron farts.
Yes.
What an interesting. It's either farts or boobs as he comes
Yes.
in. Great. Boy, stunning.
Well, thank you. Well, I don't know if this one's going to necessarily be a very long review today. I just say I love it.
Um,
What was your favorite scene, Dad, ma'am?
yeah, I think that's one of the things is like Wes Cagle had said he'd never even heard about it, and that's one of the things we wanted to do to expose y'all to this. Uh, Hopefully that you can get your hands on it, whether through Netflix or whatever. Ho ho ho! Yeah, yeah. The origin story with Santa. Oh my gosh. What? Oh man, there's several good scenes. I like the Battle Bell scene when he got tricked into the Battle Bell, not knowing what's going on. I did like him with his kids. Near the end, that he became a dad. He became responsible. It was probably the best thing his dad did, let him go back. I mean, it opened his eyes to being a better man, a better person. And you can't help but like,
But his dad did say so. I wanted to say this.
yeah,
Oh, at the scene when he was sitting at the dock, and what he said was, he goes, and guess my dad said he was proud of me. And I lost it on that too. To feel like you're a total fuck up your entire, and he was, and to finally get, you know, praise
well, I
from
tell you,
that genuine praise.
yeah. But I think sometimes part of the thing is you want your kids to go to their potential.
Well,
You
he
knew this
didn't
kid,
deserve
yeah,
to anyone to say I'm proud of you at
yeah.
before that,
But yeah,
but
but
when it
the
was
kid actually did
deserved.
it on his own and actually stepped up and delivered and became a better man. And yeah, but yeah, that you can't help but say I'm proud of you, and that will
Right.
do everything. And of course, the other scene has to be the snow, the snow when he walks off and disappears.
Yeah.
You can't help but that. I love that Margie character, the little girl.
Yes.
That he was beautiful, and she chased after
Yeah.
him all the way to the river, and she started crying. And he's like sitting at the dock, like, "Hey," you know. And I really like, and I did like. There's so much about this. Also, with the conflict in the town, they did a good. They didn't get make it too violent or too dark. It was cartoony in a way, but it was believable. It was
I mean, I
actually
I'm sorry, I love the beginning scene when he comes in and,
oh
they have them carrying the rug with the
yeah.
body in it, and then as they're going into a building, a shoe falls out, and she looks out the door and she goes, "Shh," and then just closes the door.
Oh, there is another scene when he when he thought that the presents were all gone and destroyed by
Yes,
the crumb and all the Pete crumbs and the Elling bows were standing there looking at him. And he's like, they're like, ha ha, we won all this. He's like, no, one good deed. He quoted Santa again, one good deed. And they are like, what? What is he talking about? And then when they all turned and looked, the big girl was like, mine. And they're like,
yeah,
no, no, put him down. And she's running off like, mine, mine, with the guy. And he's like, the two had come together because she was about to go off the cliff and he put a hand down to save her. And I loved the way she had him in his arms. She wasn't gonna let that guy go, and they all no, honey, put him down. All this, and both families are screaming, and she's running off away from all of them. That was a wonderful scene right there.
yes,
Followed by the reveal to him that they were not stupid; they knew something was going to happen, and they wanted to destroy the fake gifts. That was really cool.
yeah. So, scenes that I really liked, um I loved when, Jesper first met Alva, and she's like, don't mess with me. Just no, just don't mess with me." And, her whole, dialogue there. I love the interactions with the, characters against each other. Um, Ellingbo and Crumb, the 2, heads, I loved their interactions. I loved how they edited when they were both, um yes, she was a seagull. "Mine, mine." That's what Buddy Hepburn said.
She didn't
Um,
say anything other than that.
no,
She was
and I
used to
think
lick
she
the
said it
stamp one time, and then I mean, she didn't
yeah,
talk
that
other
was
than that.
hilarious, that was funny. There were so many little scenes in here that I don't think they wasted, um, any scenes in this at all.
No, that's what I was saying earlier. It was a very efficient, well-paced movie. It did not
Yes,
need to go 2 hours. It told it, but it didn't go 60 minutes. It
right,
went just the right length. It was
I
perfect in every
agree.
way.
But the interactions between, different characters, and the innocence when, the little boy, the little, Crumb boy and the Ellingbo girl, started playing together because they never had I don't think they ever had toys. Their
Mm-mm.
whole life was, this is what you do. The kids were marching out of the house and they were being given slingshots. So they
Uh,
never had just a toy to play with. And so the innocence of that, which goes to show that there is an innocence of children. And I think that um, I love that part of it. And he questioned why. And I think he still, after that whole thing, in his mind, he's like, okay, I can't say anything, but why? Why are we still doing this? You know, um, and just the interaction with Alva and Jesper, with Jesper and the boy that threw the snowball, the loser. Um, just
so,
every Mogan with Jesper. He was just Norm Macdonald did a really good job with
mm.
that character. I thought he was just perfect, just enough, you know, attitude without being a jerk. Um, I just I'm trying to think any some of the other interactions. Um, I think every one of the scenes where they were you know, hurting each other at the beginning when he was trying to get letters. I just loved them. They were comical, um, and they were just fun. And yes, you're gonna say, but what? What's so different about this and Home Alone 2? Well, there's a lot of difference in
I
in the violence of it. Um,
By the way, according, I'm not familiar with Reddit, and if you want to discard it, you can. I did see that he had a couple comedy specials before he died, and all, but what I see is this looks like it is his last movie role.
right, yes.
Yeah, it was just really really good. So yeah, and like I said, well cast, not a lot of famous names, but it was very good.
Um,
Hmm. So if you have Netflix, you're going to want to watch this. If your family loves Christmas movies, this is definitely one the whole family can come around and watch together.
uh, there is a place that you can find it. It's a place that a lot of people go to. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not gonna put the link in, but if you search, you can find it, and it's the full movie, and the quality is not too bad considering. So, so,
Hmm.
that's all I'm gonna say. Your dad did. So, that
I
being
did what?
said, the dishes.
Yeah, exactly. I told they cooked. I clean.
So, yes, I just thought I would share that. But the action scenes, with the chases and all that were really fun. Um, there really was nothing that I I disliked.
By the way,
On
tired blogger raid.
Oh, hello.
Curtis Selby.
Hello, hello. How are you today? If any of
Tired.
you
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it.
I know. How are you? I'm tired. I'm tired too. I am tired too. Um, so thank you for being here. If any of you have seen um, Klaus on Netflix, please give your opinions about it. Um, um, I thought it was a lovely movie. Um,
Hmm.
I just can't. I could say from the opening scene to the final line was perfect. If you have Netflix, go and watch it. You can also search online, and you can find it online in other places but I will not mention any of them. It's one that a lot of people um,
Yeah,
look
there's some
for.
nautical. I've heard people use nautical terms like the high seas
Well, well,
stuff.
yes, but I'm not going to give the link.
Oh no,
No,
absolutely
you
not.
you can you
Absolutely not.
can search it.
Yeah,
If you want to see it, I would recommend it. It's an amazing movie. Like I say, I
exactly.
could just basically say from 1 second to 1 hour 36 minutes was perfection. And
And
I very
yeah,
rarely say
I
that
know.
about a movie.
Even some of the classics we've not said like that. But I will also say though, I know that some people have issues with Netflix itself. This is This is Netflix done right. This is
Yeah.
the type of thing when Netflix is serious with the program. It's high quality. It's well done. It's better than anything that went to the movie theaters from the big major
This
studios.
animation had a $40 million budget.
Wow. Did it?
And
You know how much money it made overall on a $40 million budget?
well, it didn't have a box office because it was only streaming.
Oh, that's right. Answer my own question. Thank you.
So
Uh,
it's
yeah, it's not a live streaming fight event.
yeah,
Yeah, not enough bandwidth. But I tell you what, it delivered a hell of a lot more than that paper,
it was
not pay per view, but
amazing.
that fight did. Exactly. And I'm
Yes.
not, you know me, I'm not much for these kind of movies.
No, he's not.
No,
But
but
I will say that this one um is well worth it. I am starting to fade really, really fast.
yeah,
And I would just be starting to repeat myself saying, you know, you got to watch this movie if um It's just a
I did
wonderful
want to say
movie.
that though that it was McDonald's last movie role because I know he did some comedy role gigs after that
His
on
last
Netflix.
role, while he was
Mm,
living, I think other stuff was released when after he passed.
right, final film. Yep, exactly. And Joan Cusack, like you said, Joan Cusack was amazing as the Mrs. Crumb, the ringleader of the Crumb family, the Crumb Syndicate. Uh,
Yes. I think she is a very underrated actress
oh, I love
and
Joan Cusack.
underappreciated. I think she's
Yes.
amazing as an actress.
There were times that when I heard her in this movie, I thought, "Where's Toy Story?" I thought I was hearing Jessie the cowgirl talk.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So,
Okay, well, why don't we talk about what's your ratings? Because we're just right at an hour and a
we're
half.
about an hour and a half. We have
The bear's
10.
getting tired too. So
Yes,
hey,
we have 9
Dave,
people watching over here on YouTube. Thank you very much. Let's see here. We have how many? We have 296 describers. My gosh. Describers, everybody. Subscribers. Um, thank you. I just 4 more for 300 before Christmas. What a wonderful Christmas present. I have 12 likes. I really, really appreciate that. Um, Sometimes I look at the likes more than I look at the number that are here because that kind of gives me a total number. And that's why I do a lot of polls so I can get like the number of people that have run through. But I tell you, I appreciate you guys that stay here, engage. I mean, this is a show, it seems like most of you did not watch and you've stayed here for the entire review of this movie, which the review basically was this is an amazing movie. Watch it however you can. Watch it. You need to watch it. That is basically what
mhm.
we've done. Um, you know, I could just say from the beginning to the end, every scene was perfection. Um, and the characters um, were well.
No,
When you get it, I know you said you're going to get it for some sports, but when you do watch it, um,
yeah, it truly is, Dave. If you ever get
this
Netflix,
might
even
be
said
a
earlier,
movie
somebody's.
next year
Hmm.
that I do a watch party for.
Oh, you know what?
Hopefully,
I wouldn't
hopefully
even
by
necessarily
then
wait for
I
Christmas
will have a watch party.
or even before Christmas. It's that good. You can watch it
Yeah.
anytime, really.
So we're going to go ahead and let's start with our ratings here. Oh, wait, let me first put it up on the screen.
Did you mention this was 19th century Norway?
Yes.
Okay. The only thing that got me was that royal, like I guess it's the Royal Postmaster General, but I guess it's royal and the Royal Postman Training Academy. We're going to train you how to be a postman.
Well,
But
I do think that's fictional,
no,
but
no, uh,
I loved it.
nothing says royal like toilets and postman. But anyway,
Yes. So 12 movies of Christmas. Our first movie was Jingle All the Way. I gave it a 3. Dadman gave it an 8. Gremlins, I gave it an 8 and Dadman gave it a 7. Christmas Carol 1951, Alistair Sim. We both Yes, Netflix had another Christmas movie a few years back with Kurt Russell. That's what I'm going to review next year. I think it's called the Santa Chronicles or the Christmas Chronicles or something like that. It has Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn as Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I believe it's
wow,
called the Christmas Chronicles. That's what I want to review next year. So
wow,
yes,
okay.
excellent, excellent movie. So A Christmas Carol 1951 with Alistair Sim, we both gave it an 8. The Santa Claus, I gave it a 6 because of Tim Allen. Dadman gave it a 5 because of Elf. We gave it a 4 in spite of Will Ferrell. Krampus, 8 for me and Dadman. This will be in our Christmas a repertoire every year. Atwood was our sorry, Atwood was our guest, and he gave it a 7 out of 10. Then on that Saturday, we did a Christmas TV programs, and we ranked them from number 6 to number 1, and they were A Small One, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, The Little Drummer Boy, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Rudolph. Christmas Vacation, I gave it a 6. Dadman gave it a 7. A Christmas Story, we just both kind of thought, a little boring for us. Not our cup of tea at all. Um, Dadman gave it a 3. I gave it a 4. Home Alone, we split. I gave it a 4, and Dadman gave it a 9.
Cool jerk.
Yes,
Cool jerk.
Scrooge. I thought it
You
aged
sure won't
wonderfully.
let me sing that
Dad,
again.
no, I will not. Dadman never saw it before and thought it was a wonderful modern adaptation of Scrooged, and we both gave it 9. Now, Klaus, we gave Klaus, each of us, 10 out of 10. I think that it was perfection. Um,
Yeah.
I I loved it, and I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna say it. I loved it. I thought it was perfect from the beginning to the end. Um,
And so few movies ever. That's why we try to be careful how we rated the really good ones along the way, because if you're too early for a 10, I mean, how do you get something better? This truly was I mean, Alistair Sim was a great Christmas Carol. I love that to that point. Scrooged was truly a surprise to me. It was that well done, modernized almost perfectly. Uh, I love Home Alone too because it's a brain dump movie and gag humor and cool jerk singing. But this one truly had that extra notch between the writing, directing, the quality animation, and the pacing of this and the emotional. It really hooked you. It really got you. So
yes. And the name of that Kurt Russell movie was The Christmas Chronicles. I looked it up.
exactly. So that's why this is finally the 10. Scrooge, but this one truly had it all. So if they got eights, nines, and tens, they're really good.
They're yes. So
Because
everyone,
I hate throwing tens around like crazy.
right, right. This one I truly have nothing. The only criticism I have is that Netflix has not released it on DVD.
Yeah.
I think that sucks. But besides that, um,
hmm Yeah. All right.
sorry I was sneezing. But besides
No,
that,
no.
that's not the movie.
Wait a second. You gotta wait. I just see a notice. Oh, here. There's a little message for you on Twitch. Apparently,
Yes,
I got prompted to it.
I have my affiliate anniversary is on Twitch, which means
Mm.
it's been 1 year since I have been monetized over on Twitch.
Yes. So if you have a Twitch account, go follow the missus over there. You
Yes.
can also subscribe to her channel over there, similar to what you do on YouTube. Or you can buy
Or
bits and
or
contribute
if
bits
you
like that.
prefer watching it on YouTube, if you
Yeah.
turn it on over there and you have the volume at least 3%, you can't mute it. Have it like at 3%
You
in
can
the
still get the
background.
ad revenue.
I get ad revenue
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
So
Yes, exactly. But thank you
yes,
and
Netflix.
happy
Yeah,
anniversary.
yes, buddy. I know, but that's the only complaint I have. Um, so um,
Wait a second. I'm doing something with this real quick. Give me a second.
okay.
I
So
just want.
I'm going to go ahead and continue because
Yeah,
I'm really
I know you are, sweetheart.
yeah. So those are our reviews. I thank each and every one of you who was here. And yes, um, tomorrow I'll talk about that one. But yes, we are going to be doing a Christmas traditions with the Dadmans tomorrow, and our special guest and friend Daisy Blossom Flower Child. I put Flow Child. Did I put that?
Looks Flow Child. I don't
No,
think she cares.
no.
She'd
We know
improvise
who it
with
is.
it.
No, I typed the exact same thing you did, buddy. So anyway, yes, join us for that tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I am gonna try to do a morning musings. I have got the Oh, no problem, buddy. I have yeah, I we appreciate, you putting those links out and just, and being here.
Mhm.
Not just doing the links. We appreciate you being here and you're commenting in the chat. We appreciate everyone for that, but you being a mod and doing that, is we really appreciate it. So, I'm going to try to do this show. I've got one made, it's ready. I have to see when I wake up in the morning if I'm breathing or not. Um, so, tentatively, we are going to be doing a morning musings. After that, I am not going to be doing any scheduled streams until the week after Christmas. So, I am taking
Well, you'll be
next,
on with me and Daisy tomorrow night, obviously.
okay, well, on my channel.
Okay.
On my channel. I'm not gonna
Ah,
be doing any scheduled streams
yeah,
on my channel, for the, Christmas week. Let's see.
yeah.
Tomorrow at 8, yes, Christmas traditions with the Dadmans and Daisy Blossom Flower Child. That's on Dadman Walking 50, 50. Yes, if I wake up and not breathing. Exactly. Oh, I have woke up many times feeling like I was drowning. When I get this constriction thing, it's awful. So that's tomorrow at 8 p.m. on Dadman Walking 55's channel.
Hmm.
Saturday at 8, he's doing a 2024-25 college football playoff scoreboard with JT Kirk. There is actually going to be games playing while they're streaming, so they're going to be talking about live stuff that happens while they are streaming.
Wish I was on old Rocky Top.
And
Woohoo!
oh, and that is Saturday at 8 p.m.
Yep.
If you would like to support me, um, or if you like what Dadman does and want to support him, he doesn't have any of these things. So you can come over to my channel and say, hey, this is for Dadman Walking. You can
It,
buy us a cup of coffee. You can buy us one cup. You can
yeah,
buy us a monthly cup. I thank all those that buy me monthly cups of coffee. You can
yeah.
buy me a humongous cup of coffee. And
Yeah,
that's at
go support me over there because you know it'll be like Grandma's Christmas money from Grandma Me and Walking. It goes straight to the missus.
yes.
That's
So
awesome.
that is at, yes, there it is right there. Uh, Kofi.com, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. You can also check out my wish list on Throne.com, same address, Throne.com at Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. Thank you, buddy, for that.
Mm.
So, but I always say this, especially during the holiday season. If you cannot buy yourself a cup of coffee or buy yourself a gift, do not buy anything for me. I do not want anybody not being able to have something to support this channel. Um, so that is the one caveat that I do have. Uh, let's see here. If you would like to mail us something, me, Dadman Walking 55. Oh, I'm starting to sound like Rudolph. Dadman Walking 55 or Angelo, my youngest, who is a streamer on Twitch. You can at P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. My streams, here they are. Look at them. I'm not going to read them all.
Okay, I want to say something real quick. Let me finish this for you because I do want to take on Fallout Dave. Fallout Dave said
Oh,
marriage, yeah, goes to all the misses like 95% of college space. You do not know the truth of that. When I bought the house, I had a TV on top of a little cabinet thing, a mattress in the living room floor, and like a chest of drawers. When the missus moved in, the whole house was flooded,
okay.
over
Let's
full.
do a little caveat there. What I'm going to say this: Dadman was living at home. His life was in one room. I
Yeah.
had lived outside of the house for years. So I had kitchen stuff, I had furniture, I had everything. So yeah, it's why the house got full.
Yeah.
Um,
But still, I
stop it.
love to remind. Hey, you know
Yeah.
what though?
Take that
That
off.
reminds me.
Take
What?
that
Which?
off.
Oh, it's okay. He's good with it. It's
Well, I want
fun.
people to see all the
Yeah.
social
Oh,
media
so
stuff.
yes, the social media. But by the way, it reminds me. Do you know what happens this January 13th?
It's our anniversary.
Yeah,
My
but do you know?
brother's birthday.
It's our 30th year since we met.
Oh, okay, so
29th
29th.
wedding anniversary. So maybe we'll have to do another anniversary stream this January.
Maybe.
So, but anyway,
He didn't
but
even
see,
have milk crate furniture. He didn't have
no,
milk crate furniture. He had a bed and a TV,
I
literally.
like a clean floor. I don't want crap on it. So Angel gets his wings. Mrs. already had her wings. But listen, check her out on youtube.com at Mrs.Dadmanwalking55, on twitch.tv at Mrs. Dadmanwalking55, no period, no numbers, and on Twitter at MDadmanWalking, on Instagram at Mrs.
No,
Dadmanwalking55.
no, Threads.
Threads. Why did I think Instagram? Okay, Threads, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, and on Discord at Mrs. Dadman Walking. And you can also send a friend request to join her server
Yeah,
over
send
on
a friend
the.
request. I'll accept it, and I will invite you to join the server. If you
Right.
want to be part of the server, accept it. If you don't, don't.
Yep.
So,
Exactly. All right.
okie dokie. So,
And Buddy, did I do the thing Buddy talked about? The gifts, cards? Oh, sorry,
yes,
here.
everything's been
Okay.
done.
All
Yes.
right. All right.
So everyone, Dadman streams everything at Dadman Walking 55, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Twix, whatever you want to call it, X, or
And
at Dadman Walking 55.
And unlike the misses, I probably will be doing some streaming over the break at odd hours. A lot of impromptu still these days. So just be ready.
I just never said I wasn't going to stream. I just said I'm not going to have any scheduled streams.
Right. But I will be scheduled streaming at some point. I just want to make that clear. So, but yeah, you never know when we go live. So, all right.
Exactly. Okie dokie. So remember to be kind, to show love. Remember, you're not promised tomorrow, so go to bed with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And from our family to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Say goodbye, Dad Man.
Goodbye, Dad Man.
See you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. over on Dadman Walking 55's channel. Bye-bye.